Hello friends, the topic of discussion in this video is nesting of member functions. That is, we can place any member function within another member function and try to implement that in a C++ program, which is the topic of discussion of this video. So before explaining much about this, I think it will be better for you to go through the program which I have written for you in order to show the concept or explain the concept of this particular nesting of member functions. First, hash include iostream using namespace std class A. In this class A, I have taken three private integer data members x, y, and g. In the public section, I have declared three functions, and one is void set data, another is a function which returns an integer, returns a value of the integer data type which is greater, int greater. Another function also returns a value of integer data type, that is return, int return. The class has been defined. The class is completed over here, and now we come to the definitions of the different member functions which we have taken in the class. That is, the class name is A, the return type is void, void A, scope resolution operator set data. This is nothing but enter two numbers, giving a prompt to the user to enter two numbers x and y. So this x and y are being entered by the user. After that, we come to the function which is greater. Greater should return a value of the integer data type, int a, scope resolution operator greater. In this function, what is the logic I have written? Let me see. If x greater than y, so whichever is greater among the two values entered by the user, that is x and y, will be returned from this function greater. So the purpose of this greater function is to return the greater number of the two numbers x and y entered by the user. So if x greater than y, then obviously we will return x, else if y greater than x, then obviously we will return y, and another else is there, that is return -1 in those cases where suppose the user enters two values which are equal in magnitude. So in that case, -1 will be returned rather. In the return function also, which returns an integer data type, int a, scope resolution operator return, g is another member variable which we have taken in the beginning of the class A, and this greater is the function which is a member function of the class A, and return is also a member function of the class A. So what we see is that this greater is a member function which is being nested in another member function return of the same class, and greater is being invoked in this manner. So there is no need of using any object of that particular class and dot operator to invoke this greater function, because it is nested in a member function of the same class as it is a member function of. So there is no need of calling this function greater with the help of an object of that class. So greater is simply being called in this manner, and whatever is returned from greater, that is which we have seen above, is being assigned to the member variable g, and in the second line we have returned g from this return function. Then let's come to the main section and see. In the main section, I have taken one integer variable ret, also instantiated the class capital A with the object small a dot set data, that is, it calls for entering two values x and y from the standard input device by the user. Then in the next line I have written ret is equal to a dot return. So What is this one? That is whatever is returned from the return function after this greater function, which is nested inside the return function, is returns the value to g, and that g in turn will be returned by the return function, and this return function returns the g, which gets assigned into the integer variable ret. We will check what is the value of ret. Suppose if we see that if ret is equal to, if ret equals -1, then both numbers are equal, as I have explained before, that in case of two numbers entered by the user being equal, in that case the greater number will not be able to be returned, and in that case -1 will be returned. So this -1 indicates that both numbers entered by the user are equal. So this is the output for that, and else the greater number is ret, that whatever is returned to ret other than -1 will be the greater number, followed by return 0 statement and end of the main section. So let's see the output of the program after entering two values x and y, and see if it tallies with our expected. We see that the prompt comes, enter two numbers. Suppose I am giving two numbers as 5, enter 7. So we will easily expect that 7 will be the greater number, which is to be returned in this case. Let's press the enter again. The greater number is 7, so it tallies with the expected result. Now let's just reverse it. Put the greater number at the beginning, followed by the smaller number, and see whether it works. Enter two numbers. Suppose I give the greater number followed by 4. So 8 should be returned. The greater number is 8. Perfect. Now what is to be tested, that is if we enter two equal values and see whether both numbers are equal, this statement comes from the output. Suppose I give 5, 5, both numbers are equal, so we get the desired output in all the cases which are being observed over here. And this is the concept of the nesting of member function, how it is implemented in C++ programming. So if there is any doubt after this in your mind, you can well post your doubts into the comment section below so that I can address them. Thanks for watching this video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to DigiGuide. Thanks again.